According to the Director of National Intelligence, al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula is the greatest immediate threat from a terrorist group in the United States. Even though the group has not been successful in recent years in its plots to attack the United States, al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula's reach and ability expose our country and our homeland to vulnerabilities that make it an extremely dangerous organization. The United States has attempted to make strides to diminish al-Qaeda and the Arabian Peninsula's terror capabilities, but the threat from this organization remains. In 2011, the United States, through a drone strike, killed Anwar al-Awlaki, who was once considered the most dangerous man in the world. Without al-Awlaki, the English-speaking American who recruited people to exploit Islam and perform terrorist acts, it was thought al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula's ability to strike the United States would be weakened. However, many in the intelligence community do not believe that al-Awlaki's death had a significant impact, and the National Counterterrorism Center Director Matthew Olson has stated that al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula has the ability to attack the United States with little or no warning. Aside from al-Awlaki, more than 35 senior leaders of al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula have been killed by drone strikes, yet the organization still continues to be a threat to the United States. Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula moves fast and recognizes targets and opportunities for recruitment and exposure. For example, in the wake of the Boston Marathon bombings, the Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula dedicated an issue of its magazine Inspire to the Boston bombings. It praised the bombers and encouraged others to emulate the attack. Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula is also not afraid to attack the United States where it can, be it on the United States soil or our interests throughout the world. We saw this summer when the intelligence community intercepted a credible threat from al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula was planning on attacking the United States facilities in the Middle East and North Africa. This threat was taken very seriously and was considered imminent. The threat prompted the United States and European countries to close their embassies in the Middle East and North Africa for several days. It's astonishing that even though the United States has eliminated much of their senior leadership and one of its most effective recruiters, the group can still have the capability to conduct attacks against the United States. It also recognizes the economic devastation terrorist acts can bring. A terrorist attack in the Buffalo Niagara region, which was the busiest passenger border crossing with Canada and the second busiest for cargo crossing, would be devastating. However, the Department of Homeland Security does not recognize the Buffalo Niagara region as a high-risk area. Hence, local law enforcement in the Buffalo Niagara region are left without the resources that could possibly be needed if an attack from this dangerous organization were to occur. As we saw with the Boston Marathon bombings, the role of first responders is invaluable to the response. With this terrorist group consistently adapting to and seemingly lying in wait for an exposure to our vulnerabilities, this nation should be prepared to prevent attacks in all areas and on all fronts. I thank the Chairman for holding this important hearing. I look forward to the testimony of our expert witnesses.